This is the Wormhole Extremists, and we're watching Urgo. My name is David. I'm also with Evie.
Hello.
And Nicole.
Hello.
And it looks like a beautiful wallpaper planet.
It does. I saw somewhere that this episode apparently gives a few nods to the 1997 Jodie Foster movie Contact. Like the beach imagery is very similar to the Paradise Island scenario from that film.
Yep.
I thought they just took the Windows XP backgrounds and just like made it move slightly.
Yeah, it looks like it. And Tilk said before, appearances may be deceiving. Like yet again, Tilk's gut instinct, or as I say, pouch vibes, are completely 100% correct.
Tilk is the mother purr, as I like to call it, the MVP mother purr of season 3. He is
really
an absolute
is.
bro, and I love him so much.
There's a lot of stock images in this shots in this opening here.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to the other planet, they're so chill with him. Yep.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
So this bit's sort of incorrectly regarded as a goof. Like, if SG1 had their memory erased prior to dialing Earth, like, how could they transmit their iris codes?
Yeah.
But the justification that I've read is that their memories were erased after they sent the iris code. So do with that what you will.
Okay. And I forgot that the stock shot is at the end when they go back to the planet. We see them on the other side, so we just see it from their perspective here. Hello, Bill.
This is, again, such a good start to an episode to really get you engaged. I think season 3 has a lot of that, of just, hey, surprise.
So I have a lot of pages of info to go through on this one with you guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So this one is written by Tor Valenza. This is his 4th and final writing credit for this season. And obviously directed by Peter DeLuise.
Yep.
Now in his Dial the Gate interview, Tor called it his imaginary friend episode. And apparently it spawned from the thought that he had of what would happen if SG1 went through the gate and then came out confused because they thought they'd never left, but 15 hours had passed. And the way that Tor remembers it, Peter DeLuise had been looking for like the perfect episode to cameo his father, which brings me obviously to the episode's special guest, which is the great Dom DeLuise as Urgo and Togar. So Dom DeLuise sort of needs very little introduction. He had an illustrious career across several mediums, including stage, film, TV, and radio.
And books.
He also wrote for children and authored several cookbooks. And I was reading a quote from his longtime friend and colleague Mel Brooks that said that Dom created so much joy and laughter on set that you couldn't get any work done. So every time they worked together, he used to give them 2 extra days on schedule just for all of
because they enjoyed each other so much.
So I think from what I understand of how this episode worked, that same quote would apply.
This is such a fun episode.
And this episode also marks the first appearance of a DeLuise family member after Peter, obviously. And we'll see Michael DeLuise in Wormhole Extreme next season. No, 2 seasons time. And we'll see David DeLuise, as we discussed earlier, as Pete in 4
we're going to see Peter
episodes
DeLuise
across 7 and 8.
season.
And we do see her as well. And I believe that Dom DeLuise ad-libbed most of his lines.
Yep.
And
many
apparently
of them,
Christopher Judge couldn't keep a straight face, so his screen time is very limited. And I read a lot of Chris's lines were either removed or given to other cast members, but I don't know how true that is.
Well, because he was just laughing so much. I want to see if I can catch him breaking in the background of scenes. I'm going to be focusing
You can
on that
see
today.
him being like kind of cut out a little bit. I'll bring up an occasion like towards the end where you can see he was like framed out. And I was listening to the live Dial-A-Gate interview that David did at GateCon. And I think that was a great interview. It was so good.
I really enjoyed it.
Peter DeLuise like remembered the circumstances surrounding this episode quite similarly to Tor. He said Tor had written an episode about the inner child and the id. And Brad Wright recognized that it needed like a really special guest star. And I think the idea was pitched to Peter to include his dad, but he initially thought his brand of comedy wasn't conducive to like the sci-fi genre. And when Peter heard the role in full, he knew his dad would kill the role, and it would be
he did.
Totally awesome.
Absolutely iconic.
I'm amazed that there was a huge contingent of fans, not huge, but sizable, who didn't like this episode.
It's a bit of a weird one. It feels different.
It's very different.
It does. It is quite diversive. Like, I totally get that, but I really enjoy it.
This is a great way to shut Chris up so that he doesn't like break on camera, which is just get him to chug some coffee.
Also, y'all, this is like the amount of coffee that I drink before streaming on Monday.
I always wish they added steam to his mouth when he went, just come on.
Yeah, they definitely added it to the actual carafe itself.
Yeah.
But not from his mouth. I agree. That would have been a fun little extra bit.
Yeah, this episode, it like feels so different because it's so comedic and so wonderful, and just like it's not your normal episode. That's what I love about Stargate, is you can have such weirdly off-brand episodes and have such fun with it still.
Yeah,
like Stargate is where you can kind of do anything with, and you'll be like, "Whoa, this is different. All right," and just go with it. You know, have fun.
It's pretty on brand. I
really want some pie.
It's working, isn't it?
Yep.
Really want Urgo's getting in my brain.
I totally recognize that lure for pie that like the other team members feel. Just
watch the guard watching him, and then as the other guards all get together, they're like, we don't know what's going on. So
you should have handed the guards some pie.
What kind of pie do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's
like pumpkin pie.
It's either a pumpkin or it's a
it looks a bit cinnamony.
Or a pecan.
Yeah.
I think it's a pumpkin pie. It may be a pecan pie.
I really want pumpkin pie.
Look at the visual effects. This is one of the few times that we see the Mount Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's screensaver, the Dancing
Marching
Pharaohs
Egyptians.
we first saw in season 2's The Fifth Race.
Yeah.
So Daniel's kept it all this time.
It's a great screensaver. Oh, God, I really want pie.
That photo of Shara is a cropped image from one of the set photos from Secrets.
A nice photo.
This episode makes me really hungry. I was going to go to the room and snack.
I know.
Took every dessert from that case.
Look all that cake. Look, cheesecake in there.
Yeah.
And what looks like carrot
melon.
cake, which is like my ultimate favorite.
Oh, that is carrot cake. Little carrots on it. It's like,
There's like literally a carrot on the top.
It's got a carrot on it.
Oh, Evie, you know what we should do? Next time you're here, or I'm there, we should bake all this food and then watch this episode.
I agree. That sounds incredible.
It's most satisfying.
Let's definitely do that.
So he's enhanced their senses, right?
He's
has,
like
dialed them
I
up.
would do anything for Urgo to dial me up like that. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Totally
I'd be so fat.
Random question.
Yeah.
Do you guys say yogurt or yogurt?
Oh God, it's yogurt. Okay.
It's yogurt.
Yogurt.
See the woman pouring the glass of water.
Chat, is it yogurt or yogurt?
Yogurt.
It's yogurt, as RDA says.
I want to see the percentage in the chat that agrees
This is
with
the whole
They sound the
Jacob
same.
debate again, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not gonna Yeah. Let's keep it on topic.
Surely you get some like brain damage from having something inserted into your brain like that, like just sitting in there pushing on other things. Like it's a bit sus.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is like a bit random, but I have a Star Wars charm bracelet, and this image looks exactly like the Death Star charm that I have on my bracelet.
They are a small wireless network.
Yeah. This line coming up from Jack is like one of my favorites.
What's the downside?
The one about desserts.
All the desserts are in danger, yeah.
I love that line so much.
I love that because it's like, it's not really, Urgo's not dangerous. He's just made everything more fun.
Well, I guess it's your question of
Obviously,
danger. Like, even if he was, say, he was a malicious program, you'd be in real trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a Malp for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's just supposed to collect information.
This is the one time we see him playing a Game Boy.
Yes. Oh. Oh,
you said it.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think they kept one camera on Dom like the entire time, so his performance wasn't like limited by the dialogue or the action.
Yeah, they Robin Williamsed him really good.
Mm.
I love that Teal'c and Daniel playing chess. Like, I'm assuming that Daniel taught Teal'c chess and they were just having some fun. Majestic.
I love him.
Pagliacci, Domingo. Hello. Whoa, okay.
His line is so good.
Yes.
I
reckon that's an ad lib. Yeah.
100%.
I hear them talking to someone who isn't there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
At the moment. We're setting up the rules here.
That's brilliant. Brilliant.
So, guys, I did a bit of a deep
brainstorming.
dive on the internet yesterday, and I tried to find the origin of the Mary Steenburgen reference. So, apparently, Rick liked the sound of her name and was feeling a bit mischievous. So, he changed his voicemail message to say, "Hi, this is Mary Steenburgen. Please leave a message." Obviously, he recorded this in his own voice, but in an old interview on his fan site, he claimed this obscure reference sort of bled into his work, and he ad-libbed her name on set, and it sort of snowballed from there.
I've never seen the sound of her name.
Also, that guard that came in before did a way better look at ignoring Urgo than the guard in the next scene who's stationed next to or behind Fraser. You should watch him because he looks at Urgo several times and like he smirks, like trying to suppress a smile or a laugh.
Cree. You see how Teal'c looks up. One of my favorite lines from the whole show. Right
yes,
here.
the famous
tenor.
So apparently this is likely a reference to Dom DeLuise's resemblance to Luciano Pavarotti.
Yeah.
And apparently Dom lent into this resemblance for a skit on his ABC comedy special in '84.
Okay.
And in the skit, his character was standing under a Pavarotti poster in a bookstore, and he was mistaken as the tenor by fans.
He's humoring him. She's humoring him.
Yeah.
Does it hurt? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's try it.
Or is it? Oh my goodness.
He gets Teal'c to move
try the
over there. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I would have considered Teal'c like the least likely to
right,
be coerced.
exactly.
But unless maybe like he's also curious about how the defibrillator works.
He's loose.
I'm loose. That's scary. Because he can't make him actually do anything, but he can really...
He can be very persuasive.
Persuade.
Yeah.
That's not true. Ask me anything you want. Poor Terrell.
She does a good job, though, at keeping a straight face. And I mean, they do kind of edit her out a lot. She almost sort of disappears from this scene.
Oh my god, he's cut out. Like, where's Chris? He's just not there.
No smidgen. Years
Is that
from now.
Is that why they put him next to Terrell instead of like having him go back to his seat in order to keep him completely cut out of the shots?
So apparently the wolf thing is a really obscure Mel Brooks reference.
Okay.
Brooks used to use used to have a random character say wolf in like all of his feature films. And several of them obviously featured Dom.
Okay.
That was probably his little nod to his friend.
You've been tagged.
Big fella.
I don't know the Bubba reference later either. I don't understand.
Oh, I have the details on that.
Okay, good.
Brilliant. This is so good.
He's scared of his creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go back and be turned off.
I love that Urgo's hair is like in a state of like disarray.
Oh, it's a mad scientist,
Togar,
yes.
Like Togar's hair is
it's
completely
all suave,
perfectly combed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just shows how like a bit off Urgo
Oh, it's all very deliberate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guard's like looking his direction and smirking like quite frequently. That would have been so hard to try and just.
Yeah, he's not supposed to even see him.
No.
I just imagine a big ice cream scooper going into like all of SG1's brains collectively.
We're thinking about it.
Yes. Yes.
So the DeLuise brothers were saying in their interview with you, David, that Dom had some mobility issues.
Yeah.
So there was a huge focus on making him comfortable during filming. And they organized for a big comfortable chair for him on set.
Yep.
He didn't let the discomfort hinder his performance, obviously, and the Stargate crew eventually gifted him the chair, which he used at home for the rest of his life. Is it this chair, do you think?
No, these are the briefing room chairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering if he just got given a briefing room chair and then they just got.
That's what I thought.
They got him a big chair, so it was a Dom-sized chair.
Cool.
Yeah, this is a special order. I love the airman was like, me, sir? No, not you. The guy's just standing there. Turn him off. Please.
Oh, Jack just touched Sam's hand. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
Hide and seek.
But you can cheat, bro.
Absolutely. He knows. Yeah.
But he promises he won't cheat.
Yeah, well, that's all.
I love how he's left in the room, even though he's in their heads. That's pretty funny. You can see he's interacting with the chair. You know, you've got to buy it.
Yeah.
I love this episode. This is such a good show.
It's a good time.
Jacob Olihar's Hammond and Fraser face is priceless.
So was this because they didn't want him like maneuvering too much too quickly through the facility?
I think but I think they also wanted us to show us what everyone else is experiencing.
Yeah.
I love how Fraser gets all defensive and is like, what did he say?
I want to know what he said. Was it like Yeah, I'm assuming it was like rude in some way. Like, I wonder what the insult was, or like, you know.
Call her
For, like,
short
not
or
believing
something.
them to go, what did he say?
Well, he's pretty
Yeah.
short too,
Yeah, but
so
she's,
you know.
she's small for a woman. So I mean, that was kind of like the little joke throughout the show. Please bring in the small woman. Whatever she's giving me is not working. They often had her on apple boxes.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. She's very petite and lovely.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
So I was reading an old New York Times review of one of Dom's ABC comedy specials, and there's a quote that I took from it because I think it kind of relates to this scene. So it basically said that Dom is at his best when worked up into a hyperactive state in which he seems almost he himself seems uncertain as to what may happen or what is what to be said next. And I think that quote sort of perfectly describes this scene.
Yeah. He's willing to defend himself, and if it means hurting her, and he still feels bad about it. I love it. I didn't mean to. Yeah, you did. You know, your software doesn't necessarily know how your computer works, but this one seems to suggest that, yeah, he kind of knows a little bit about what he's made of.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't. And as she's getting closer, he gets more desperate.
Yeah.
21 Jump Street had an appearance with him as well. Lockwatcher says that's true.
Yeah, because Peter was on.
Well, that makes
Johnny
sense.
Depp, wasn't he?
I've never seen it.
Yes.
I've never seen the show.
No, nor have I.
It's on Pluto
Johnny
and all
Depp
these
and
others
Peter
now.
DeLuise
Yeah.
both appeared in the new films that they did.
Yeah.
As a little,
That's cool.
cheeky moment, which is quite fun.
So we're coming up to Peter's cameo for this episode, playing the younger, more handsome version of Urgo.
Yeah.
I can be smaller.
And smaller again. Teeny weeny.
In a big living space. Oh, I use these lines a lot when I watch golf on television.
Oh, I love it.
Nope. I love how he goes out like a TV channel, and then he just pops right away.
Do you think that I'm melting thing was a deliberate Wizard
I'm
of Oz
sure.
reference, or just a happy
100%.
coincidence that Dom
100%
ad-libbed?
melting witch. 100%.
And he's gone. But unfortunately, like any advanced piece of technology, it has its own restart switch.
Mm-hmm. It's going to do a self-reboot.
Dan Ben, so are the images that he turns into things already in their mind? I mean, I would have loved to have seen Mary Steenburgen. If they had the money, they probably would have done that at this point. So, because they'd already established it. He would have wanted to entice Jack to stay. But that's expensive.
Yeah.
That would have been funny for them to reach out to her, though. That would have been a great cameo.
That would have been cool.
Give it a day. I'm not hearing these in advance. I'm just anticipating the line. Oh, a week. See? There you go.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that earlier. I was like, oh, David just loves this episode so much.
I do. That's a long time.
Yeah, I'd be really bored.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw her skeleton before. Well, I guess I'd never really been in her office all that much.
No.
But she would have had one.
A rowboat isn't that pleasant.
Renting a rowboat. I have a canoe in at my parents' house in our backyard.
Oh.
If you guys ever come out, we'll go sailing.
Oh,
Or canoeing.
Canoeing.
Yep.
Well, Jack constructs his own canoe in like the next episode after that.
Yep. And I find it very hard to believe that an old salt like Jack would not know row your boat. But that's what he says.
Yeah, he does.
So...
Yeah, I think he's just denying it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't even know what it is. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Get me out of this lockdown. I don't want to be stuck in this room for a while. Like, let me go back to work.
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Urgo, where are you? If you call that singing.
I love the way that it's like, please don't come back.
It's like he doesn't want to bring it up. Yeah.
Oh no. Be back.
No. It did.
Love that. Where I belong.
Yeah, it's too
I love
bad
how
because you're not going
done
anywhere.
Daniel looks. He is sick of it.
I could see Daniel until easily being the least amused.
Yeah.
Like Jack and Sam are gonna play it up, but they're just sitting there like, oh my god. Yeah, you couldn't go on missions. You don't know where this thing comes from. You don't know what it'll do to you out there or to other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come up.
I see that as a gif like all the time.
So do I. I was thinking like they all said it, but were they programmed by Urgo to do it? And did Urgo just make Teal'c say something different so it sounded less suspicious? Or was it just they all just happened to think the same thing?
That's a good question. I think it's a
yeah.
It's it does now. He can't help it. He can't resist.
So the game he's describing is Scattergories, if you guys have ever played Scattergories.
Oh god. Oh man.
Urgo is like me at work. Every time I have to go into the office, I'm like, I want to go in a bit like quieter, a bit grumpy. I want to be a bit more mysterious and not talk to anybody to get my work done. And then I walk in and I'm immediately like, hey everybody, let's have a quick chat.
That's right.
His previous plans just go out the window.
Exactly. I don't know what happens
well,
in this environment.
I do it too. It's like, you know what? I really don't want to go to this thing. Oh, I don't. Hey, how are you guys? Oh, I'm still good to see you. And it's genuine, but it's like, yeah. Okay. So this reference here.
Okay, so I don't know where it came from originally, but I do know that it is a term of endearment in Yiddish,
Bubala?
meaning darling or sweetie. So if Uncle Irving was a biological relation of Sam, that means that she's Jewish.
Okay.
Whoa.
Somewhere, yeah.
That. It's nice to learn new things about everybody.
Yeah.
See, that's
that is mean.
That's the backlit Stargate. That's really cool. They did a good job of using it at this stage here.
Yeah.
See, at some point, he would have to make them return in order to collect the technology.
Exactly.
Tiny bikinis.
The look he gives Sam, like, no, I wasn't.
Jean Diata, not necessarily. My family says bubala in a lot of Yiddish words, and we're not Jewish. Interesting.
Okay.
Uh-oh. How do you think?
I love the way that Daniel tries to like save face a little bit.
Error.
Or adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding?
Honestly, the lack of privacy, I couldn't deal with it.
Mm.
Sorry, Urgo.
It's a decisive vote. He's been evicted.
I feel really bad for him. Like, but the thing is, it's like you just don't want to share your brain with someone else.
Mm.
Can I just say though,
So
I
much
really
for the
wish that
Tok'ra.
Urgo, yeah, I wish that Urgo at some point, like, referenced Sam and Jack's dynamic, but at no point does he, and that makes me sad. Don't fall for it.
We need you on our side here. Ah. Even O'Neill's beginning to break down. It's like he doesn't want him hurt, but he can't stay. They got to get him out. And I don't think he would have lasted long with Togar. I think Togar would have flipped the switch off pretty quickly, all being fair. So. There you go.
There it is.
Aww, Urgo.
Oh, here we go. Nope.
Get some pie.
Yeah. Big
Some
cup of blue
yogurt.
jello.
The death thing.
No, don't pick at
We're
that,
not
Fred.
doing that. You're right. Self-awareness and consciousness. I'm me.
Ugh, that line literally describes my cat. I'm independent. I just like company. That is Twisty to a T. So the question is, like, do you think Urgo is sentient or just parroting back what he thinks is the correct response, kind of like talking to an AI?
I didn't.
Sentient.
Yeah, didn't Togar say it's sentient technology? I'm pretty sure he says that.
Mm.
Tilk's a bit offended. He's like, "Excuse me, don't roast me."
I love it. That hurts. His sentience is designed to make him, more useful as a tool. So
Yeah.
But the problem is he's a little too easy to interact with, and he's an anomaly.
Here you go. I was reading somewhere online that the Hugo reference was deliberate, but I don't know how true that was. The person who wrote it says that a Hugo award is like a literary award, and Dom DeLuise never won one.
Fifth race.
I don't know why they'd poke fun at him like that.
That was the fifth race.
Yeah,
right there.
that seems a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I agree.
I loved this set. This was really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
We didn't often have rolling doors.
See, it's supposed to spin its round. I like that he has such like a different posture and his hair's like really nice and neat and he's like, I am superior. Like it's great.
I love his weapon.
That's such a sci-fi gun. I love it. Such a weird episode. Like a dog.
Whistle, yeah. Be silent.
Okay, we'll relocate over here.
As in, like, what a lovely madman.
I have the concept art for this creature.
Yes. It's a very cool little
It's a very
creature.
giant tea kettle.
Yeah. Oh, poor little thing's been implanted.
Not anymore.
And he seems very like very unbothered by it. I know they add a little shine after. They're like, beep.
But you just vaporized him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a demo.
That was fine until
yeah,
you
that's the
vaporized
demo
him.
one. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love here you can see that maybe there was a little bit of improv because the whole the Jaffa kick because they deliberately framed out Christopher Judge like
They did.
yeah,
He's
like you can't see his face.
Yeah, he's probably absolutely chuckling like crazy. Like he's having a absolutely great time.
And the best quote is coming up. My t-shirt quote.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right.
One of the greatest lines in Stargate history.
Uh-huh.
Even Jack's rooting for him now. See?
Yeah.
Mm.
There is not. Okay, had to ask.
Swiftly move on. Brilliant. No.
Me too, brah. Me too.
I don't
No.
think he would go for this. That's with the eyes and that. No.
Ooh.
Mm.
He's an introvert. He wants to stay home and read and search the internet.
No, I get that.
Slash
I get
search
that.
the Urgo. Surf that Urgo.
They're trying.
Death or him.
Mm.
But it hasn't zoomed out once with Chris in the shot. That is
Just
hilarious.
one
No.
time it did for the eat pie. So please let us sell this car to this unsuspecting customer
That's
and get the
literally
heck
what I
out
was
of here.
thinking, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Don't push it. You couldn't even touch it if you wanted to.
No,
That's
what I
so
was thinking.
funny.
I love the way they have to bend down
Yeah,
for this.
they're
It's
shorter,
hilarious. I love the way that they like in a second when they just don't trust him that he's telling the truth, and then it's immediately like, oh yeah.
Yeah, wait, no, he is there.
Mm.
It's brilliant. That's
He's alive. Well, no.
Just blinks them away like I Dream of Jeannie.
Yep, exactly right. Oh boy. I created you.
Yes.
So my question is, do they remember being away?
No,
no. No, they don't.
they don't.
You wipe their memory again.
Yeah, so they don't know what happened to him.
No, they don't.
No, I guess not. Oh, what mission?
Jeez.
Well.
We'll make sure that the little sucker's out of your heads and you'll go back to
Yeah.
life.
Fingers crossed.
So I was reading the Gate World review for this episode, and
Oh,
the
there's
reviewer
a
made an
review.
excellent point. So this episode offers the viewer and SG1 a nice respite. In season 3, SG1 has been kidnapped, brainwashed, tortured, and literally sent to hell and back. So it's a nice,
They have,
refreshing
yeah.
change.
Yeah. Alternate realities as well. It's a lot. It's a lot to
Exactly.
take.
And I think it's really great to see everyone involved on the show, like on and behind the cameras,
Yep.
have like a good sense of humor. Because sci-fi often deals with these like really weighty moral issues.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have everyone, enjoying themselves and have a good laugh.
That's it.
So that's
And
why
I haven't
really
laughed
appreciate
so
this
hard in an
episode.
episode yet. So it's
I think we've laughed at like our own stupid jokes, but we haven't laughed at like Stargate being this funny.
Yep.
Exactly.
This hard.
Yeah, we laugh at one another. It's a good thing. And with each other. But
Yeah.
often at one another. So, that's a good time, everyone. Hope you enjoyed Urgo as much as we did.